Ta-da! And welcome to Josef's Model Railway and Toy Room. And a little video maybe out of character. Some might have thought we would have had the cork and the track down, and for those people, you would be right. Unfortunately, while I thought I'd get ahead of the curve, I thought things do go wrong in the model railway world, and what I love about this particular layout is I've kept all the cabinet work open at the back and every key section, as we talked about in the last video regarding the points, so I can easily just get underneath the table, have a look and see what's going on if we need to ever add some extra wires or do whatever we need to do in general maintenance. And then I thought with these loops, not that there's really much going on, but it would be smart to stay ahead of the curve, knowing that there could be problems. And since we know there's an empty cavity from where the drawers are in here, why not build this magical little trapdoor to hide all my valuables and the gold before the Vikings get it? But in all seriousness, an access panel, as you know, a cricket pitch is going to be here or some such, but we could landscape it in a way that we could literally just, have something hidden and we just lift it up and then we get access to this nifty little panel. Fantastic, I hear you say. Well, thinking that I would avoid my confrontation with Mrs. Murphy. Yes, I said Mrs., not Mr. But unfortunately, that's where it quickly unraveled for the day. You see, while I made this trapdoor to be the right size to get my arm in, to reach into the future if I need to get into this section of the track to do whatever, we'll talk about wiring, but that's all later down. I'm not going to bore you with that today. So we made this little trapdoor, and here's where it got a little bit wrong. It's a great, elegant little door, of course. Again, we lift it up, and we see the cross member here that comes across. Again, on this half of the board, it's empty. We can crawl straight under there and access it. Fantastic. And then we've just got two cavities here, and they're reasonable cavities we can go into. And of course, with this, I can literally put an arm straight in, and I can reach all the way through down to the edge as I'm touching there. So, very nifty idea. And then I thought to myself, there will be some cabling, not necessarily that there's going to be much with lights and stuff going on, but there's something I want to do with the track going down this way. So I thought, why don't we just pop a hole in and we could pop the cables through or do whatever we need to do in the future. Well, didn't that all look like a great idea until I realized I was just a little bit too close to where a screw was, so that hole got stuffed up. And Murphy's Law dictates that, of course, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And that is exactly what happened. Needless to say, there's a beautiful, nice cut hole over here, and all is right in the world. We've knocked up just a few little bits of offcut of aluminium that we've just, I ran out of my Sikaflex at the time. This is complete and utter overkill, but we'll just use it because I still have a tube left before I crack open some more Sikaflex. So just the Sudal T-Rex Power Fast Grab. It's fantastic stuff. It's just complete overkill for this application. But we'll pop our little trapdoor back on. And then the other thing is, as I was talking to you in the last video, we've got to get the angles right. Well, we've got them exactly right now, 100%. You can even see there's a coach over here. I'll just zoom in on a video so you can see, I'm just covering the clearance here. And I've started working down with that gradient down underneath the board toward the fiddle yard as seen in these pictures. But it hasn't been easy. As you can see, all these different sets, the reason they're cut in two, and again, there's just some holding them temporarily. Why two? Well, in this section, as you can see, it's quite wide. So the whole idea is we could just put two in, and I'm actually staggering them just to sort of, cross the weight a little bit. We've got one that's fixed 11.5 here. These ones are sliding in for going down, so 8 centimeters, 7.5, and then it's again, we're relying on the framework of the cabinet work as we come down, and there's just one sitting going cut in, and there's one just notched out to go up, and we're still maintaining a beautiful angle going up. The one going down is not too bad. I think it could have been a little better, but it's within the framework I've got, which is a little disappointing because, as I mentioned, the bottom one is far more important. The good thing is everything is clearing the right heights and specifications, and now we're going to work on it. The other thing is, though, if we could survive with coaches that didn't have buffers on them, I would be doing even better. Unfortunately, you'll see in this next picture, I had to snip a little bit more out of that track that's going downwards, because while the coach could go around as long as you didn't have any buffers, but because we do, I had to just snip a little bit out. Unfortunately, as you can see, it's come out, which has left me with a little bit of a gap, hence why I'm just going to take some balsa wood. I'm just going to glue it across the bottom. Not so much, because what we'll do to fill that in is we're probably going to buy some brickwork card or something like that. To sort of, again, we don't really have to worry about here, because this bit is going to somehow disappear. But just something to sort of give it that kind of wall that's going down, clean, simple. I'm not really going to landscape it, put probably not even much ballast or anything down, because once it's there, it's there. It's tight enough as it is. So the reason that I've shot this video at the moment, while there still seems to need to be work going on, of course, it's just a matter, I'm going to glue these sections into place to secure them down, just get everything exactly the way it is. The reason why I've just shot the video prior to doing it is a lot of the time we sort of, me particularly, would like to do that before and after comparison, and by the time I've thought about it, I've already finished the job. So here it is, all the sections we're going to get glued down and locked down into place. Obviously, we'd like to thank Cantong and Puttocks there for the jars that are just adding a little bit of weight to indeed those. Again, this little piece of track that's heading up to space, that's just that neutral bit that'll be back in the middle. Not sure what we're going to do with that yet, but that'll sit back down once everything is sort of set. So I've also ordered some point motors. We're going to need them eventually, but most importantly, as we start working and laying down the cork, which we'll be doing in the next video, obviously we need to get started with those few points here. So we may as well get the point motors in so we can get the holes in the right place, get them drilled in, so when we lay the track, we're ready for all of that excitement to happen. Thanks again for watching. Again, you don't need to subscribe or any of that sort of stuff. I just put the videos out when I can. In the meantime, we'll see you in the next one when we've got some cork we've got to get down into. Stay safe. Take care. Toodles.